What is up, everybody? Hoang Zero here, and today I have for you a new card reveal from the 6th set of the My Hero Academia card game, aka the Universes card game, for Kamui Woods. Kamui Woods, if you don't know him, is a pro hero from the My Hero Academia universe, and this new card is really cool. So, first of all, he has 6 cards in hand at the start of every single turn, and he has 25 life. And so Kamui Woods, when you think of him, you think of trees, sturdy, right? So his first ability is Response. After your rival's review step, so it's when they decide to discard one or redraw, you may review one card of your own and draw one card. So essentially, it allows a little bit of hand fixing during your opponent's turn, and not to mention your own turn as well, so you get 2 different review steps, right? But Response, after you review a card, increase your maximum health by 1 and gain 1 health. So every time you review a card, you get to increase your maximum health. So you start at 25, you do your first review, you go to 26, your opponent reviews, you go to 27, and you just keep going, like a tree growing, right? So I think it's really interesting as a defensive scaling character, you have that utility available to you. And Enhance, once per turn, add 1 card from your discard pile to your card pool. It does not count towards your progressive difficulty. And so that sounds a little bit weird, but when we show some of the other cards that Kamui is getting, it will make a lot more sense. So going forward, we do have Arbor. Arbor is an action card. It is a 2 cost to play with a difficulty check of 5. It's a 2 for low. You may choose to not clear this card during the end phase, so it has that combination, that synergy with Kamui Wood's third ability, right? Enhance, this attack gets +4 damage or -3 speed, so off the bat it can be used both very aggressively or very defensively. It's always a great thing to get some speed control going on. And then Response in the card pool after you review a card. So again, during both players' turns, add 1 face-up foundation to your hand, build this card face down. So first and foremost, and also it has Breaker 1, so it is a very exceptional defensive card, right? So you can use this either to inflict -3 speed, and you can use this in response to either player, so you can use this on your own cards if for whatever reason that decides to come up, but generally speaking, you're going to use it on your opponent's cards. You can use this as a defensive tool with Breaker, so you can make it so their next check is going to have a -1 penalty to it. And then with that response, you can use this card to bounce back a foundation, so you can get a card with a specific shield, or a specific block zone rather, back to your hand to use that in the future. You can use that to replay an effect. There's a lot of utility you can do with this card. I really love the fact that it's a 2 cost for 5 difficulties, so it also just works really well with your difficulty checks and such. So a really huge fan of this card. Next, we do have the number 7 Pro Hero. So it's a 1 cost difficulty with a 5 check. So pretty great on that front. And for Foundation, it is a 3 mid block. But while this card is in your card pool, your rival's block mods get +1. So using Kamui's effect to place cards for free, basically, you're essentially just making your opponent have a flat 1 on their blocks for the entire turn, which makes it very difficult to block against on your aggressive turn. And mind you, this does not count towards your progressive difficulty, so this is a really great offensive tool. Enhance, commit, discard 1 card and draw 1. The discarded card counts as being reviewed. So you can use this to accelerate Kamui's ability to continuously gain health. It's a great way to filter, and it also does have Breaker. So again, just like Arbor, you have a lot of cards that can interact and just mess up your opponent's tempo. So number 7 Pro Hero coming out really strong. And finally, we have Kamui's new attack, the Lacquered Chain Prison. It is a 5 difficulty with a 3 success modifier. It is a 5 speed low for 4 damage. Response, after this card is reviewed, your rival commits 1 foundation and flips 1 ready foundation. So off the bat, having ways to interact with your opponent's foundation setup, so you can stun one of their defensive foundations, you can get rid of one of their abilities. It's just really strong on that front immediately. And mind you, it's also a 2 high as well, so it's a pretty good for in terms of your block zones and whatnot. Combo Enhance, however, this attack gets +3 damage and the enhanced step, and the combo is Breaker. So how that works is if you play a Breaker card prior to the Lacquered Chain Prison, you will resolve this effect. So it becomes a 5 low for 7 damage, And then the enhanced step is over, so your opponent doesn't get a chance to respond to this. So you're just swinging out for the 5 speed low, but then if you remember, because of number 7 Pro Hero, you're fundamentally shooting for a 6. With that being said, it makes it insanely difficult to actually block this out for 7 damage, and then the deadlock response after you play this attack, it gains a +3 speed and +3 damage. So Kamui Woods being a character that wants to grind out the game, get to the point where you have so much health going for you, you're probably going to be forcing you're getting to that point where your opponent's in deadlock. So then this becomes an 8 low for 7 damage, and then combo enhance, it becomes 10 damage. So 8 low for 11 damage. 8 low for 10 damage. With the Pro Hero number 7, it becomes a 9 low for 10 damage. And I don't know about you, but that's pretty strong. So I hope you guys are really excited about Kamui. I know I'm super excited. I'm definitely going to build this character whenever Jetburn does drop. And thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And peace out, everyone.